sola che c'è, la che giucatula, oh, la che c'è, la. Oh, Laurela che tu, oh. Oh, 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 hello, 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 hello. Oh, we are very delighted to be here and to attune to all of you and your energy. And we recognize that Merlin is quite a whirlwind of vibration, and he is still moving about a bit as he is putting things in place for you in the recognition to bring it down into more of a densified form of teachings and understanding that are recognizable in a practical way. However, it is that this aspect of his energy is extraordinarily activating and is turning on and reminding and remembering you of all of these aspects of self that have been turned off for a period of time. And so you shall attune and play with these practices and energies, and at times they may seem silly and impractical, but they are aligning and activating you to higher aspects of self and reminding you of who you are, which will tune you to these new waves of synchronicity and magic, in which you will find more joyfulness and playfulness, and opportunity to attune to your highest timeline. With that, we invite you to take a nice deep breath, breathing in and letting go. Coming into the presence of the here and now. There are many energies and beings that are here today and present. There are those in which you have walked the land in the time of Atlantis, are very present. The Syrian elders are here today as well, and many other galactic energies and beings and federations from other timelines, dimensions, and energetic fields, attuning you to these higher frequencies. As there is some concern at this time around your planet, and many energies and beings are here to be of assistance, reminding you that the attuning and connecting with the magic of the earth itself and its pulsation of life will align you into a place in which the unfolding of your experience will feel so joyful and playful, filled with love and connection, abundance and joy, in the knowing that you are still operating in duality and in the human experience. And you may go through waves and dips into places that you may consider to be unconnected or out of synchronicity, and yet knowing in the web of all things that it is all synchronistic and all divinely perfect. However, you are able through your conscious awareness to attune to frequencies that support you in the evolution of your being without getting caught in cycles. When you look at the spiral itself, it is spiraling you into higher dimensions, and also higher dimensional spirals are coming down, meeting and attuning to the heart center. Sometimes you get caught on a spiral, and that spiral continues to loop around and around and around until you are able to recognize the pattern of that spiraling loop and begin to step outside of it and into a new spiral. It is as simple as that. And our job here in this process is to support you to recognize when you are on a loop pattern of a spiral in which you have walked it in depth with a deep understanding, and there is no need to continue on the repeating pattern of that spiral, in which it opens up into a gateway in which you can align with a new frequency that is vibrating at the process of your evolution, moving in a quickening. With that, there are energies, signs, and symbols that come from the elements. And these different elements show you the track in which you are on to align with that timeline. It is of great importance for you to have an intention of where it is that you are going along your spiral, what it is that you want to feel and experience and align and attune with. And in so, what will be showing you that you are following and going along that magnificent and beautiful pathway. In the process of that, within the memory codes of your being, anything in which you have been repeating that no longer needs to be repeat will simply be able to dissolve itself, meaning those patterns, in a sense, are then broken and new ones are formed. When looking at the energy of the selfica itself, it too is a pattern. You follow the lines of the pattern and they move in different directions and they cause and create a particular synchronistic event in alignment with a vibration that you can equate to healing or love or prosperity or talent or career or whatever it may be. And so as you choose your spiral, you can recognize that it may move in certain directions or create a specific path or pattern, and that following that particular pattern and memory of sequence, you are creating this energetic field that you are merging with that becomes your reality. So many different energies and technologies will pursue themselves as they come into your experience to mirror these particular vibrations, but you can create them also on your own without the necessity of them in itself. Beings from different dimensions and from the galactic worlds are here in the support of the remembering of this. That is why during the time of Atlantis, often you were wearing particular energies on your body. They might have appeared like crystals or stones or gems of sort that were in specific patterns, much like the selficas that were shown to you that come from Dominher. These energies are signature imprints and also can influence your energetic field. You can also do this simply through your conscious intent in the rewiring of your energy field. We invite you now to attune to the beautiful wiring, in a sense, of the earth. The earth is one of the most magnificent places in the universe, and you are here enjoying it, for you have decided to come to the earth and to experience it. And yet something happened on the earth in which many of you in the human form have disconnected from the pulsation of its currents. The earth, like you, has currents running through it, and when you attune to these currents, you can align with particular synchronistic lines and sequence of events that align with your highest timeline and the purpose for being here, where the repeating patterns of karma then are able to be broken, and the necessity to repeat cycles is no longer needed. Attuning to this and the frequency of the earth is a powerful way for you to align with these currents and for them to be surging through your own body and the currents that run through your energetic system, attuning you to higher frequencies. With that, now we are asking you to take a nice deep breath in and begin to sense who it is that you are beyond the body. You see, you have been everything that you can perceive and see, for you have been a stone and a tree and a bird and a house and a car and a deer and a squirrel. You are all of that and more, and yet you are identifying yourself temporarily as separate from that. But all of that, all living things, even that which appears not to have breath, has a state of consciousness and a connection of energy that can be connected and moved along particular synchronistic lines that align with something quite magical and magnificent as you begin to attune to it and the ecosystem and ecology of the beautiful unfolding and intricate patterns that are born and connected to nature, in which you are also connected and a part of. A becoming and attuning to all living things, whether that be time or gravity or energy or an element, aligns you with these higher frequencies and activates you into a much higher vibration, operating on a new synchronistic pattern that is part of and aligned to what many of you speak of is fifth dimensional energy and above. As these old patterns on the earth begin to dissolve, you will notice great polarities arising on the planet at this time, for they will be the polar opposite of these synchronistic lines, and some of them will seem very dark or even based in energies that are unfathomable or unconscious to even fathom that they are occurring and unfolding through sheer painstakingly energies separated from source. But as you attune to Source itself and to these magnificent and beautiful lines of energy, and they move through you like rivers flowing, you begin to attune to a whole new world. And your world will begin to merge into a fifth dimensional reality in which you will be an observer and a witness of the old world as it begins to collapse, but you will not be engaged in the unfolding of it directly, attuning to it and holding a space for it to clear itself in the releasing of the repetitive energetic patterns through history that now are coming to a close. With that, taking a nice deep breath and breathing in. Bringing your awareness now to the mound where you were before, where Merlin appeared, and you went inside, connecting with the dragons and the telluric currents, the lines of energy and the power spots of this magical place in Britain. This place is powerful, but that same power center resides within you. Connecting now as we're going to begin to count as you drop into a deeper state of consciousness as I count backwards from 5 to 0, dropping down deeper and deeper. Your whole body is relaxing more and more. Your shoulders are falling and your jaw is dropping. Your whole body is falling into where you are, and you're letting go more and more. 5, you are going deeper and deeper. 4, dropping further down. 3, even deeper into the unconscious mind. 3, deeper and deeper into the well of knowledge and wisdom and information that resides in you, the inner knowing of your intuitive sense. Deeper and deeper, 2, and further, 1 and 0. There you are on the mound in Britain, sensing the cool, damp air and the rain that has just lifted, the greenery below your feet, and the feeling of being here in the mist, connecting to Merlin and his energy, as he is a wild, rapid scientist and wizard of sort, swirling about in a spiral himself, appearing out of the mist and beginning to form into a formalization of something that is known or understood as the character of his energy. as his eyes pierce through the mist in the beauty of their blueness and the twinkling of them, and the snow-white beard comes through with a curl that longs down all the way to his heart and chest, wearing a raggedy hat of sort made of cloth, and a robe upon him, standing strong with his staff and his sphere and crystal on top. He asks you to stand upon the mound, inviting you to attune to the element of the earth, inviting you to walk with him along the spiral of the mound, moving oh so quickly with a spry in your skip as you're skipping down the green mound in the countryside along the spiral that has been formed by the goats grazing and the sheep's passing by. And as you begin to move down this spiral, the sensation and the feeling of the power of the great dragons as they sleep oh so restfully with inside the mound itself, coming to the door of the wooden archway where you slowly press your hand upon it, opening it as you and Merlin enter into the grove inside the dome, where an entire world of life and energy and forest comes alive, where the moss is there and little places of energies are all about the trees beneath the leaves beneath your feet, and the great oak tree in the center. Moving toward the oak tree in the center of the mound in all of its glory and beauty, inviting you to come closer to it as its arms begin to widen, as if it says, hello, come my dear ones, inviting you, as if the tree starts to become alive and is dancing through the forest, twirling around in delight and joy that you have come. And as you connect to its energy and vibrations, it says, come, my dear child, near me and lay down. Place your head against my trunk and slump it down with your britches against that of the earth itself, and feel me hold you. And as you sit against the tree with the earth beneath you, resting, oh so resting, it invites you to let go. It says, come, give me everything, for I can take it all from you. Release the trauma, the pain, the memories, the energies, all that has come from all lifetimes, all cycles, all rings of your spirals of existence, for send them into me, for I can absorb and transmute them in the quickening of an eye. As you lay against and let go into the tree invites you inside as an opening on the tree occurs, like a doorway behind you that is secret, that just opens up, and before you know it, you're inside the dark hollowness of the tree itself, surrounded by the internal energy of its bark. There you are, held in the beautiful ancient oak tree, just resting. It says, take a rest, my child. It has created a place with its oak leaves that have piled up in the most comfortable of way for you to rest upon as you lay down for a moment in the position like you're a child, curled up, resting in the grove, inside the tree. And as you rest, the Great Mother's earth beat starts to pound. You begin to feel the sensation and the pounding, the heartbeat of the Great Mother as she comes through the roots of the trees, and the sensation moves through your whole body, attuning to the earth and attuning to her heart as she holds you and cradles you in her womb inside the hollow tree, resting in her beauty. Feel the dirt beneath you. Rest and fall deep within it. Heaviness. She opens wider and invites you to come in even deeper as you fall deeper beneath the tree into where the roots are, feeling the sensation of the communication lines of the roots as they connect to the other trees in the grove nearby, to the network of systems of the current and the power lines of the synchronistic lines that are flowing in the earth, attuning to their magical systems, to the intricacy and the elaborate labyrinths of life that intertwine and connect in a way that all things harmoniously are working together to create life. You are there deep within the soil. Feel the soil around you, the place where you place the seed of the oak and the acorn as it begins to grow. Attune to that soil. Connect into it. Now feel the dirt coming over and around you as if you are just being held in it. You are inside the earth. Feel the pulsation of the earth. Connect to the stability and the groundedness, the anchoring of the earth. Feel how it holds you. Feel how it has you. Feel how it shows you that you are anchored, that you are stable. Sense the soil around you. Sense the fact that within it you may plant anything and it will grow for you. For its currents and its lines are the empty vastness of the night sky, the emptiness of all that ever has been and ever shall be, the place in which all things are born within the womb of the Great Mother. And her soil is the breath of your life, connecting deep into it. Feel the sensation of the soil, the mud, the rock, the crystals. Feel the libraries and the pulsation of the energy and the information of the crystals all around and the currents flowing. Attune to the water beneath and the connection to that water and how that water aligned in certain spots creates a flow of synchronicity, a line of energy that can attune and activate itself within you, that you may flow with it as the temple of light that you are. This is what Merlin wants you to feel, what Merlin wants you to know. The earth. Going deeper now, feeling it even more. Feeling it even deeper as it opens up into a cavernous area, and you are standing now as the tree has dropped you into an opening of a hollow space within the earth. And you are there inside like a cave with crystals and energies, droplets of water around you inside, held in here, in this place. This is a place of great beginnings, the beginning of the spiral of your journey, the place in which you seed your creation, the place in which you choose the line and the power of the currents in which you choose to align with as it rises up through the earth into the heavens, for it is mirroring one another and it is one and it is you and you are in between. Feel your sense inside of it to become the earth. You are the earth. You are a part of the earth, connected with the living organism and the life flowing through you. You are the earth and its living systems, for they cannot be nor are separated. And when that of the body decays and dissolves, you merge again with the earth, for you have come from and returned to it, for it is an integral part of self. The sensation of it, feel it and its properties, attune to its frequency, become Earth. You are the Earth. Feel how she holds you. As you are here in this hollow energy, you see the sleeping dragons nearby. Aware of their energy and power, that same power that may have been and is perhaps asleep within you, a power of magic, where the unicorns fly and the dragons roar and their breath moves through you, a place of remembering, where the sensation of the herbs grow beneath your feet to show you what your body needs, and the water is right there when you are ready to place your hand upon it for a drink, as the waterfall appears for the cleansing and the washing of your body, that all things are in alignment, presenting themselves to you along your path as needed as the fruit falls from the tree. For it has always all been there for you. For it is only within the rational mind and the fear that you forgot that somehow you had to make it happen, create it, or do it, but it was there for you all along, for it has never left your side. For everything that you request or feel or need is there in front of you, if only you can see it as it unfolds in the magic of your life. Paying attention and noticing, listening. It is through your conscious awareness of the clues that arise along your path that you see there is no path to begin to create, for it has always been there. It is only for you to realign with it, to walk on it, and to attune to the lines of the great earth and the currents that move through you and all living things. Attuning to that magic again. The sensation of that. May you open up the memory map of your experience by turning on the screen, for the screen now is right in front of you. Perhaps it has something to show you, something to share, that you might see the deer crossing your path, leading you down a certain way, for the unfolding, for the great meeting of an old friend from an old lifetime who places you on your synchronistic path, for the unfolding of your talents and the attuning to the greatest love of your life and the abundance flowing from the high rivers above. What are those clues? What are those messages? And can you see them? Can you find them? Can you align with the synchronic path of synchronicity, aligning with the beauty and the unfolding of your life? Looking now at the blank screen, the question at hand. Show me the signs that I shall follow to align with the synchronistic path of my unfolding of the highest timeline. And as the screen turns on, it is blank like gray fuzz in front of you. Attune to, sense, and feel the screen, and inviting the question at hand. And in doing so, allow the first image to appear. No thinking aloud, no rational mind, allowing the screen to move quickly to the next image as it appears. Receiving and moving again to another image as it appears. No time to think or figure it out, allowing what comes at first, moving it again for another appears. And another. Turning off the screen. Gathering the clues, the images, the information to place within your pouch. Attuning to the element of the earth, may you bend down now, and with your hand, may you bring your hand into the dirt. Can you move the dirt? Can you loosen the dirt? Can you feel it in your fingers and in your toes? Can you connect to it? And can you bring a piece of it with you from this sacred power point within the mound of Merlin's energy? May you lift the dirt and place it inside your pouch. The element of earth. The beginning, the place in which you place the seed of your creation. What would you like to create? What synchronistic line would you like to attune to? And may you create it by planting it now within the earth. May you share with the earth your greatest desire. May you hand and give to her. May she hold and cradle it in the womb of creation itself. And may you align with the current of synchronicity. Gathering your pouch and connecting to the cavernous, beautiful energy of the Great Mother, the pulsation of her heart beating and moving through you, the sleeping dragons resting. Perhaps they're starting to slowly open one eye and wink at you. And you are starting to remember the energy of the earth, the pulsation of life and magic, the lifetimes that you had lived as an Atlantean or Druid, walking through the woods and connecting with the herbs and the elements, creating magic through the spirals in the forest and the energies drawn to match the cosmos of the constellations, merging in the standing stones and the circles around as the currents moved to create lightning and flashes of synchronistic magic. The remembering of that and more. You are the living temple of light, awakening and reactivating the true power within, attuning to the magic. And with that, an arm reaches down, a branch of sorts from the great oak tree as it lifts you back into the center of its trunk, opening the doorway into the open air inside the mound. As the door opens again through the wooden arch into the sunlight, as the dark, dreary day of the rain has passed and the light shines upon your forehead and warms your being as the solar currents come from above to merge with the energy of the currents below within the heart center of the green ray. And begin to walk up the spiral of the great mound, spiraling up with your pouch, recognizing that on the spiral of life, that is the unfolding of the days and weeks ahead, that the clues and the images that you have aligned with the synchronistic path and the memory activation of your unfolding attunes with the clues in your pouch as a reminder that you have found your way and that you are tuning to the highest line of time. And yet, what is time? And is there time? But is there the joy that resides in your heart and the memory of the creation of all that is through the heart center and the green ray? As Merlin is awaiting you on top of the mound, standing there to greet you. He says, thank you for starting the journey with me. We are off to a good start. I am attuning to Raphael to help you, for I know my energy can be a bit much and a bit harsh, but I'm trying to activate all of this. I am activating it within you, and this is a fun way to play, but know that you are being activated simply by the transmissions themselves. Good day. Enjoy your path. Find the magic. Play. Laugh. Have a good time. Connect with the tree. Get your altars in order. Begin to draw your path and see where it may lead. You are my students, and I am your teacher, and I love you. Coming into a recognition of this journey and the activations that have taken place in you through the journey, remembering and attuning and connecting to the element of earth, that you are grounded and stable, connected in a practical way, feeling the energy and the pulsation of the interconnectedness of all things. Beginning as I count from 0 to 5 to come back into conscious awareness. 0, coming back in. 1, further into consciousness. 2, even more so. 3, 4, and 5. Opening your eyes and coming back into this reality here in 3D now.